Hi everybody, this is Gretchen Zellick, and I'm here with Leslie Saeta from my 100-year-old home. And I'm very excited to have her here. I have known her for a while. We've had kids.
Like 20 years?
Yeah, exactly. We've had kids at the same school and chaired a lot of events together, and I'm telling you, she's one in a million. How are you, Leslie?
I am wonderful, thank you.
Good.
Welcome.
And we're sitting by this nice warm fire here in Southern California, so it couldn't be more perfect. We do get cold in Southern California sometimes.
We do.
Okay, Leslie, you're one of the most talented women I know.
Oh, gosh.
You were originally, I think, in marketing. Mm-hmm. Then you decided you wanted to try art, so you became a full-time artist. You traveled all over the country. You taught art. You taught marketing workshops. You hosted a weekly podcast, a website, and a blog, and I own a ton of your paintings, which I love. And I love the transition from the more traditional to abstract. And I love the abstract.
Thank you.
And so now you are a very successful Instagrammer with over, I think it's 274,000 followers as of today, maybe more, a blogger and an influencer. So my question to you is, how did you get here, and where did you find the tools to make it happen?
That's a great question. It really is. And back in the olden days, it was very common to have one job your whole life. You probably remember that. Yeah. Nowadays with our kids, they all have, they'll do something for 2 years. And I think I got that bug. And my friends say, oh, Leslie's reinventing herself again. And I just want to be happy in what I do, because I don't want to, work to live? I want to, or whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I want to enjoy every day. And so I did marketing for 25 years and loved it, learned a ton, kind of forced myself to just kind of stay with things. I'm always looking for new tips and ideas and ways to make my job easier. And I discovered art and realized I could kind of paint pretty well. And
pretty well? Oh my gosh.
But I started.
Yeah.
You should see my first painting. It's up in the attic. And I kind of jumped into it wholeheartedly. I did both for a long time and finally said, you know what, I don't need to do marketing anymore. So I was teaching like 14 workshops a year, probably only 20% of those in California, and worked really hard, loved it. And then one day I was watching the show Fixer Upper, and I noticed that there was no art in all these beautiful farmhouses. And I'm like, that's crazy. So I decided to start another Instagram called My 100-Year-Old Home, which our house is over 100 years. And
which is pretty unusual in California.
It is,
too.
It is. And in the East Coast, it's nothing.
Yeah.
I realize that. But I started this Instagram with the full intention of putting together a collection of abstract art that would work in these farmhouse homes. And the thing took off so crazily. 3 weeks into it, Better Homes and Gardens shared a picture of the front of our house, and I got 10,000 followers in one day.
Oh my gosh.
And then when that happened, all these, what I call super established farmhouse type, home decor bloggers and Instagrammers started sharing my account, and I just kind of got on this wave, and I was like, whoa. And I have only painted, I think I painted 2 paintings last year, in the whole year, because I'm so busy. I had no idea at that time that you could make an amazing salary working with brands, and so I just kind of kept falling into it. And the thing about this job is it's everything I've always loved to do. I mean, it's kind of, my blog and Instagram is kind of about home decor, recipes, crafts, DIYs, but it's really kind of under the umbrella of entertaining, and you know how much I love to entertain.
You're a fabulous entertainer, and you know what, you're right, because if you want a recipe or you want to know, like whether it's flowers or how to make a pillow, I can find it on your site. No, really, you can do everything and anything.
But how amazing is it that you can wake up in the morning and get paid to do a recipe or make a pillow or something. So this is the best job in the world.
Well, the other thing is that you really share a lot, I think. Mm-hmm. You share other bloggers or Instagram accounts coming up, and you kind of broaden our horizon as far as you put something up the other day with this gorgeous house. And I remember my husband was asking me something about windows. I said, well, look at these. It's like a go-to for everything. It's amazing.
So if you want to be successful on Instagram, and I've taught a lot of classes and workshops and spoke at conferences, it's not about showing, it's about sharing. And you can show your beautiful house every day, but there's enough beautiful houses on Instagram that after a while it's kind of like, so what? But if you're going to create a place where people can come and you're going to teach and share, it makes all the difference in the world. And I think because I'm older, It wasn't about showing everything. It was more about, hey, look at these, great blooms that I forced and they're blooming, but let me show you how to do that.
Yeah.
And it's been so much fun. And you shouldn't have this much fun in a job, but I do. And it's been amazing.
You definitely go the extra step. Okay, so now sometimes people think, whether they're over 50 or people thinking about people over 50, that they're not so technologically savvy, that they may not know how to work a computer or even an Instagram account. So what's your advice for others over 50 who want to get more involved in social media, whether it's opening an Instagram account, following people, or even starting a blog?
Two things. Number one, don't be intimidated. You have to start somewhere, and it's okay not to get it. But the most important tool you have is Google. People ask me questions all the time on my blog and my Instagram. I go to Google, I get the answer. I tell them the answer like, you're so brilliant. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. Every answer to everything you need to know is there.
I think you just sold yourself out here.
No, it's so true. And
So good.
So don't think that you have to go to your kids and find what the answer is. I started something 2 weeks ago on my Instagram stories where I'm sharing tips, and I record them on my screen so you can see how I'm doing it on my phone. It's tips about Google searching, it's about Instagram, a lot of tips about an iPhone, all the little shortcuts. And I get so many comments from people who say, oh my gosh, I just showed this to my 30-year-old kid and I got so much, they think I'm so great and so smart, keep this up. So it's the little things. I've always been intrigued by that. I've always looked for shortcuts, and I realize not that many people know those things. Right. So I'm doing it every day, and maybe in 3 months I'll run out of tips, but I hope not.
No, that is great. I love that. Okay, and then our final question is, what is your advice for aging enthusiastically? You are so enthusiastic. You have more energy than anybody I know. I would love to hear this tip.
I forget how old I am. I really do, because I'm pretty old. And so don't get caught up in how old you are. Get caught up in enjoying every single day the most you possibly can. And I've always realized I get one chance at today, and if I don't make the best of it, then it's my own fault. Perfect. And so embrace, learn, educate yourself, share, and love your family. And that's all you have to do.
So perfect. You have a great family. I love it. You have one chance at today.
Yeah.
So Leslie, thank you so much. What we're going to do is we will make sure that everybody has access to your website, your blog, your Instagram account. I think everybody should go over and check it out right now. It's going to change your life. It's so wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. You're the best.
Thanks.
Thanks.